I was addicted to benzodiazepines, but specifically Xanax. Xanax, like other benzodiazepines, cause sedation effects, memory loss, and they're commonly prescribed for anxiety. Xanax has a really short half-life, meaning that it only lasts in your system for about 2 to 4 hours before the effects start wearing off, which is when rebound anxiety kicks in, meaning all the anxiety that you just masked by taking the Xanax is now back, but it's worse than before.
So I realized that Madysen had anxiety probably when she was in elementary school. She was nervous to get up in front of people, which is normal. I was too, but you know, she wouldn't want to go to school that day if she had to get up in front of class. And it just seemed to get worse and worse from there. It was really bad in middle school. She would she didn't want to go to school at all. You know, I think the crowds of people, just everything was really overwhelming for her.
So for me, with an addict brain, as soon as the Xanax would wear off and I would start feeling anxious and my heart would start racing, I would just pop another. And most of the time I would just pop another before it wore off, because I wanted to achieve that like really euphoric and relaxing feeling, and that's how most addicts' brains work.
Bad on the inside all the time. I don't feel like I measure up to my peers, so I turn to Xanax because it numbs it. It numbs the pain. Like, even just talking about it, I want to go pop another one, but I'm pretty sure I've already taken 6 today, and like, I've already...
Nervous. Don't be nervous. I was so nervous too.
Hi, my name is Carly. Madysen and I have been friends for 12 years. I moved to Marble Falls not knowing anybody when I was 12, 24 now, and she befriended me, and we are sisters. We lived together in high school, and that was a result of my father battling addiction. So seeing your best friend go through the same thing you saw your parent go through is probably the most painful thing you can experience.
I went to my first rehab it was in December of 2018, and I only stayed a week. I just tapered off of it and thought that I was good to go. I ended up relapsing probably 90 days after.
I was clean for, I'd say, nearly 90 days, and I relapsed.
It was a long road, for sure. She was, during active addiction, it was awful. It was terrible to watch. And you don't really know what to do as a mom. You're just there.
Madysen has so much potential, and she's capable of so much, and she's worthy of so much. But addiction has like no boundaries. It doesn't know a stranger, and falling back into it or even getting started in it can take you away in just a second.
My name is Madysen. I'm 22, trying to get my life back together, slowly but surely. I hope one day I can beat this thing.
I began the fight for my life August 2019. I went to rehab, and man, I would have known how bad those withdrawals were going to be. I would have never, ever tried a Xanax. Anyways, day 9, My blood pressure was at stroke level. All I can remember is my shoulder starting to hurt really bad, and I completely went numb. My whole body went numb. I got locked up in a position like this. I couldn't see anything. My vision was completely blurred. I actually thought I was going blind. I couldn't swallow. And I felt like I had this huge weight on my chest. I seriously thought I was about to die. And after seeing the nurse's face when they checked my blood pressure, I knew that it probably was pretty serious, so they took me to the ER. Luckily, I didn't have a stroke. However, this became my reality for the next couple months. Every single day I went through this. After dealing with chronic pain for about 6 months, I started to feel better again. I regained my cognitive abilities. Mostly, I still suffer a little to this day. However, I am extremely proud of myself for sticking it out, because I knew if I took a Xanax again, obviously it would take all that pain away. But then I would be stuck back in that cycle of addiction again, and I would have to go through that pain all over. And it is a nightmare.
Now I notice that I have my daughter back, and she's so awesome. And I am so proud of her. So proud of her, because it's a hard battle. And I know so many people that have not made it through, and she struggles sometimes. It's not all easy.
So what do I do differently now to stay off of Xanax? And really, sometimes I don't know. I don't know what I do differently now. I guess just looking back at everything that I went through, getting off of them, constantly having to go to an ATM, constantly having to meet up with sketchy drug dealers, I felt like this lifestyle just wasn't for me. And truly, the pain of Xanax withdrawal is like no other.
Addiction is extremely difficult for those who go through it, and she has been the world's biggest champ. I couldn't be proud of her more. It means, this is so emotional for me because I've witnessed it all firsthand, and it means the world to me.
It feels so good to finally be free of something that held me down for so many years. My name is Madysen. I am 24, and I finally beat this thing.